guys, welcome back to my channel. First things first, I just want to say thank you all so much for commenting and responding to my last video. You guys' feedback is appreciated. I also want to say I appreciate some of you guys is concerned about my well-being and my safety. Like I said before, that the goal was always to be in multiple African countries, so this will be the second, and let's just see how it goes. I think I'm going to include some Guyanese dishes, so that will require me to go to my aunt's house and have her teach me some Guyanese dishes because I don't know how to make any. So that'll be interesting. I guess I will have to go back to Guyana. This is a little bit off topic, y'all, but I've been in the gym. Y'all, 6 days a week. I had to show y'all some clips so y'all could know how real it is. For the past 2.5 weeks, it's been 5 to 6 days in the gym. Last year, I said to myself 3 days minimum for the entire year, and I got up to September, October when I cut my hair and I stopped. So we are trying this all over again. It's a little difficult for me because you guys know I go back and forth to America and I live in Ghana. And now I'll be adding Nigeria to the list, but I'll find a way. Guys, should I start vlogging my workouts? Because right now I only do it for TikTok, but I could do it for YouTube as well to see the transformation. Do y'all see my arms and my back and my shoulders? Like, I'm already seeing results. Also, muscle memory is real because it did not take me long to get back to this point based off of the workouts that I was doing last year. My favorite version of me is when I lock in the gym because it shows up in all aspects of my life. Look at my back. Look at it. She's back. Okay, back to the video. I just had to throw that in here because I'm feeling myself a little bit. But anyways, and when I officially start in Nigeria, you guys will know because I will be bringing you all along with me. I have some plans. Like, I want to do something that's not completely out of the norm, but I just want to do something, and I'm not going to tell y'all until it's done because I know how y'all like to tussle in the comments. So by God's grace, I'll do this, and then I'll just show it on a video, and y'all just gonna have to see then. So stay tuned for all of that, and we'll see what happens. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the behind the scenes of the food truck in Nigeria being made. Okay, so this is what it looks like when your food truck is being built in another country while you're in a completely different one. While I was in Ghana, the owner of the company building my food truck in Nigeria was kind enough to send me behind the scene update. I asked him specifically to record at this angle so that I can post it on YouTube. I mean, it's not how I would have recorded it, but I'm super grateful because I always knew that there would come a day when I'd want to share this journey with you guys. Now, granted, he's a super busy man, so I just took what I was able to get. And when I tell you they worked so fast, it got up to this point within a matter of, I want to say 2-3 weeks max. He explained to me how the sliding windows would work, where certain things would go, the lighting setup, and all the different features. Now, even though I already have a truck in Ghana, this style of truck is completely different from the one that I currently operate. As you guys can see, the way it was built, the structure, the layout, a lot of it was actually new to me. I have an old video of when my truck was being built in Ghana on YouTube, and again, completely different. So for example, the sliding window system, the lighting setup, and especially the solar power system, you'll see towards the end of this video. And guys, yes, this truck is a double decker, which means there are seats upstairs. This is where people can be and will be seated. Like, how cool is that? So again, for the millionth time, the idea was for this truck to replace my truck in Ghana. The challenges I was experiencing in Ghana, like not having a seating area for my customers, limited workspace, this truck was supposed to solve those problems. I also have like an office space inside, but that's why I designed it, or wanted it designed with seating upstairs and even space that could function this small office for me, because when I go to the truck sometimes I feel like I'm just in my staff's way. As you guys can see, this is the solar system, Everything on this truck right now is being operated by the solar system, both air conditions. It was freezing cold in there, and it just looks so professional. But as everything started coming together, I also realized something that is was very important. If it's already difficult sometimes for me to secure the right location for my current truck in Ghana, imagine trying to place a truck that's even bigger. Like, where would I have put this truck if I was finding it difficult to find a location for my other truck? So keeping this truck in Nigeria actually makes a lot more sense to me, especially because I now have access to a safe and secure location for it. It's in a prime location, Victoria Island, right across from Echo Atlantic. If you guys know, then you know. So I'll tell you guys more about the location in the near future in my videos to come. And do I have any Nigerian subscribers here? Please come to the front. What do you guys think about a Caribbean fusion food truck in Nigeria on Victoria Island? While we're on the topic of Nigeria, just to clear some things up for people who love to create their own narratives, I am going to Nigeria for my business, not because of a man. My business is bringing me to Nigeria. I am expanding my brand. Do we understand that? Now, if I meet somebody along the way, cool. But again, I'm not going into the country because I'm looking forward to meet a man. No, that was never the case. Anyways, now back to the truck. One of my favorite features is the solar power system. The solar panels are mounted on the front section of the truck that opens up, and it powers everything. It is very much necessary. I feel like everything should be powered by solar in Africa. I love how clean, structured, and efficient the design is. Everything just makes sense. So if you guys are watching this and are interested in getting a food truck built in Africa, let me know. Serious inquiries only, because sometimes y'all don't be serious and all that time. Yeah, but if you're interested, let me know. I can give you guys my discount code. Stay tuned for the next videos, because jump freaking scare. How did we go from that to this, guys? Yes, stay tuned for the next video so I can update y'all on how my truck ended up looking like this, where it is currently, what stage it's in currently. And yeah, so again, this process is not easy, trying to expand your business to a whole nother country, but I must say that this company, very professional, very professional. I am pleased with the outcome that I'll show you guys in the later videos. But that's all for now for this video. I hope you all enjoyed seeing the behind the scenes of the truck being made and then unmade again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos. Bye.